Lindsay.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I rise today in support of the motion before the chamber regarding the Australian Defence Force funding. I would like to thank my good friend, the member for Ryan, for bringing this matter before the House today. Deputy Speaker, the people of Lindsay have a long and proud heritage serving our nation. From the men that joined the early militia that formed the serving troops in the Boer War, to those that heard the call of the Kui March as it marched through the main street of Penrith. Deputy Speaker, like the people of Lindsay, I myself share in this rich military tradition. From my grandfather Leslie Allen, or my uncle Gary, or even my great-grandfather who, as part of the London Light Horse, joined the First World War. As a country, we pride ourselves on the Anzac spirit, one of loyalty, mateship, rising above adversity, often against the odds, a spirit that continues to be an integral part of our nation's DNA. To this present day, the Nepean region is home to many numerous RAAF bases inside and outside the electorate, including Orchard Hills, Richmond and Glenbrook. Historically, we were one of the key military communication transmission sites through Eastern Creek, Londonderry, Bringelly, Wallgrove Road and still at Glenbrook, while for many years the 133 signals were stationed at Kingswood. I am proud to be part, Deputy Speaker, of a government that acknowledges the services of our military personnel and their family by providing the fair indexation of the DFRDB pensions and the DFRB pension. These fair indexations will benefit 57,000 superannuants and their families and will give these ex-serving military personnel the fair go that they have long deserved. The Abbott government is getting on with the job of delivering to our Defence Force personnel and our former serving members, in recognition of the unique nature of the military service, maintaining a standalone Department of Veterans Affairs to tackle mental health challenges faced by veterans and their families, and to also provide adequate welfare and advocacy support. We've heard over and over again that some claim that they are the sole voice in defending pay and conditions of serving and retired defence personnel. The truth is, by their actions, they've probably done more harm than good. And for the record, Deputy Speaker, let me remind the members opposite exactly what their actions have caused. Firstly, $17 billion cut in Defence Force spending, cuts almost as big as what the nation spends on Medicare each year. The reality is, with cuts as big as this, how can you reasonably argue that conditions can improve for defence personnel? In fact, Labor's cuts to defence budgets put the sector's spending at its lowest since World War II. Labor's cuts have resulted in many things, including military equipment run into the ground, our personnel at risk of tired old equipment, and a further cut to military training that was slashed by as much as a third. All of this whilst we saw our forces on active duty internationally. Deputy Speaker, I am proud to be part of a government that has listened and is now delivering. This is a promise that will see a further $160 million into the pockets of our Defence Force retirees. It will end the inequity in these pensions, especially those who have served our nation for 20 years or more. Military pensions and these benefits will be indexed at the same rate as any other pension. That includes the Defence Force retirement benefit and the Defence Force retirement death benefits. The Coalition believes that 57,000 Australians would be better off through these changes. Thank you.
I thank the member for Lindsay. The question is